Stop the presses. Gibson is doing something awesome. We're giving lots of love to Gibson lately because they're doing some good stuff, but this is something we've been waiting for.
Acoustasonic Firebird X's.
No, stop. No? I'll do another Mythbusters. Dang. But Casino guitars.
I thought I had it.
No, they're doubling the size of their Bozeman, Montana. How do I say that? Montana. Their Bozeman, Montana acoustic guitar factories are doubling. And that is a big deal. Not just for guitar lovers, but for the economy in Bozeman too.
Yeah.
No, it is. Seriously, there's going to be like 200 new jobs up there.
Awesome.
The Bozeman's expensive. They're going to have to pay these people pretty darn well to live there. It's because we're, on a side note, we're good friends with Paul Decker up at Musicville, and if you haven't been to Musicville and you're an acoustic guitar fan,
what is wrong with you?
You have something mentally wrong, like not firing properly. It's one of the best acoustic experiences you can get. They just finished this grand showroom. I just didn't realize the irony of this amazing acoustic showroom right before COVID, like this beautiful thing. Then they had to shut down, but it's breathtaking. You have to go see it. They're literally like just down the road from the Gibson factory where these guitars are built.
We should go see it.
We will go see it.
Let's go.
Take a road trip. To go see Paul. Paul is such a dapper dresser too. It makes me feel
kind of like us.
No, we more are like the people that like.
What T-shirt am I going to wear today?
Let me find that Casino Guitar T-shirt that doesn't have my kids' pudding on.
I'm pretty sure I have the cleanest T-shirt laying around at the foot of my bed.
Is that pudding or is that poop? And then you do the finger test and you find out you don't want to talk any further. But no. Anyway, Paul. Ask for Paul when you go to Musicville. It's an unbelievable experience. Great shop. Beautiful guitars. Anyway, Gibson's, they're making a huge investment.
Yes.
They're expanding the production facility by doubling it. They're also adding a custom shop showroom and more areas to develop just the custom shop pieces.
Amazing.
And if you haven't played a Gibson custom shop.
Good Lord. Was it 2020 NAMM that we played the Gibson custom shop?
It was the real NAMM, yes. Not the fake
real
NAMM of 2021.
Not fake NAMM. No offense to NAMM, but...
A little bit, I guess.
It was fine. We loved it.
I didn't look at it. Because we were so busy.
It's true.
Because that's the joy of NAMM. Because you get to get away from the shop, and then go focus on guitar purchasing and fun
and drinking
and drinking. That if you want to have a great drinking job, work in the guitar business.
That's true.
It's particularly as a guitar sales rep for a manufacturer. Whew, you have to have a liver of steel. Anyway, if we play those Gibson custom shops.
Good Lord.
I don't know what was so good about them.
Everything.
It was, and they're not like a great Martin or a great Taylor.
No. Different beasts.
It's different. It does its one thing, but it does it amazingly well. It's not an overtone rich machine it just sounds like a vintage Gibson. It's like the Beatles just walked into your arms.
Right. And
you're playing them. And Gibson is doing this right at the right time. They missed the windfall of last year. They sold out everything they had, but they didn't have a lot.
Right.
Their production wasn't up to speed. They were shut down some.
So not like Taylor, where it was a boom and it was amazing for the company.
They
sold their guitars, but just didn't have the sort of stockpile of guitars.
Taylor's working on like three shifts in their Mexican factory, and then in the USA factory, like they're working on like extended shifts. So they have 22 hours of production time in Mexico. Probably 18 hours of production time in America. So their output is just like ramped up to meet demand. Gibson's going to do that now.
That's awesome.
And I think with their leadership, how it's all been transitioning, it's the right time for this to happen. It wouldn't have been 5 years ago.
No, maybe not.
And they would have been going bankrupt too. But
we're closing Bozeman. Go the way of Memphis.
No, it's
this is good.
Well, it's great because like in the pecking order of acoustic guitars, like there's Taylor is the number one in the USA, Martin is number 2, and then Gibson is a distant third.
Right.
And I think that we're going to start seeing that gap
closed a little.
Yes, exactly, and we're excited about that.
I think that's great.
Because there's something about Gibson.
There is a cool factor to Gibson Acoustics.
It's funny how you say
that. There is.
That's what it is. I don't know what.
Like Taylors have their thing, Martins have their thing, but I dare say they're not as cool as Gibson. Even if it's horrible Gibson.
I'm a Loudon junkie.
You are.
But Gibson just destroys the Loudon and cool factors. Like Loudon's like, which Star Trek do you like? Do you like the first generation, the next generation, or you like the Enterprise? I mean, that's sort of like when you enter that little world. But Gibson's like, I like to drive trucks. I like my woman cold, like my beer. Is that a thing? Did I just make that up? I think it's a thing. I think it's a new thing. I just made it up. I'm excited. I'm proud. Let me have this. I like my woman cold, like my beer. Like that. Wow.
If there's any outlaw country writers out there, Cody Jinks, listen up.
You can have it.
Write that tune. It's yours.
Sir Cody, I don't know who you are at all, but you can have that tune. It's yours.
Or maybe a Darius Rucker tune. Maybe it's a nice
I
new
know who
Darius
Darius
Rucker.
Rucker is, and God, that dude's awesome.
We love both those people. So
I don't know who
no
the other
disrespect to either.
I'm just not that educated. Just Darius.
You would like Cody Jinks.
I'm sure I would. There's somebody I got turned on some other new country guy the other day, and I can't remember his name, but it was some dude with a beard sing about his truck and his dogs, and it was awesome. It was a new guy.
Cody Jinks does not sing about his truck and his dog. I mean, he might a little, but
I heard this country rapper the other day too. I'll find out who he is, and we'll put in the link somewhere. He was cool. He was Joey Boswell's working with him over at Joey Boswell's recording studios.
Oh, the Doe Dillinger guy.
Yes, Doe Dillinger. It was like young Kid Rock.
His stuff is it's
good.
Different, but
I
it's
like
really
Kid
cool.
Rock too.
And there's a really fun band around here who are I think they're mostly ex-military veterans.
Yes.
Bones Fork. They did a
Fork.
collaboration with him with Joey, and it's pretty fantastic.
Who is the Doe guy again? Say his name. Doe Dillinger.
Doe Dillinger.
I hope that's not his birth name. But anyway, check him out. If you're into sort of like outlaw country with a little bit of rap, he's got tattoos on his neck.
Like kind of trippy, kind of psychedelic.
I don't know. Check him out.
It's cool.
I'm gonna throw some love that way. It was impressive.
Interestingly enough, new album and EP out for him. So
That's really cool. Good
check him
timing.
out.
That was not planned, as none of this is.
we planned that.
No, but so with this happening, Gibson has the opportunity to enter this market share a little bit heartily, and all eyes will be on Gibson too.
Yes.
Like all eyes, because if you're doubling your production facility, we're expecting not an output of ×2 production.
No.
But we're expecting an increased output.
More guitars.
It's probably not going to hit this year. This is for like 2022. But everyone's going to be watching.
Right.
Quality control, like the eagle eyes are on Gibson. They've been on them for the past, decade.
Quality control is going to be a big thing. Are we going to pay for that doubling of that facility? Is it going to make prices go up?
I don't think so. They've gone up a little bit already. I think
Just
we're going to
the normal,
there.
right? Yeah.
And it's so we talked about when we were looking at the new Gibson Murphy Labs too.
Right.
Like those prices. I can't believe I'm saying this. They weren't as high as I thought they were going to be.
They were under $15K. It's a steal.
No, and some of these acoustics are like really expensive. I'm like, oh, they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. Like, what is wrong with all of us?
That's because we are sort of desensitized and ruined to.
I think but it's not just us. I think everyone has been desensitized.
Everyone has.
Because we're so used to we talked about the other day, like $750 is your entry point for a Fender Mexican built, Stratocaster right now. It's like, it was, I don't want to tell my father, but I remember going to the movie for a nickel. And I walked both ways up school at the hill on fire for a nickel.
On fire in the
He's
snow.
confused right now,
That's right.
so I just have to let him say these things. But we're excited.
Yeah.
Because we
Absolutely.
love Gibson Acoustics.
They're awesome.
I like one of my favorites guitars is my 1965 Gibson Hummingbird that I have. It is, when you play it, it sounds like you have John Lennon in your hands.
Yeah.
And you're cradling him. It's amazing.
That's such a good recording guitar.
It's one of the best recording. It's not an overtone rich.
Nope.
It's not great for lead work.
But man, if you're just it's so good. Yeah.
There's nothing better. If you're a strumming guitar player, why look further than a great Gibson? J45, Hummingbird,
Agreed.
that SJ thing, whatever that might mean,
Southern
that
Jumbo.
mystery.
The Southern Jumbo.
That's not real. He just made that up.
I made it up.
But yeah, we're excited. Very excited.
I'm very excited.
So what do you think? Let us know what your thoughts are. If you have a Gibson Acoustic, if you loved it, if you hated it, we'd like to know, because it's
What do you guys think?
for us
Maybe you live in Bozeman. Maybe you've been around the construction.
Maybe you work at Gibson and you're like, hey, we're gonna have some new friends to work with. Yay! There might be like a female now coming in, because usually there's not a lot. Except for PRS, there's a lot of female employees. That was pretty amazing. Taylor had some too.
Taylor's got some.
Actually, I stand corrected. Martin had I met this whole family. It was a granddaughter, a mother, and then a granddaughter, grandmother, granddaughter, and whatever. Just 3 women, different generations, working at the same time.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I was wrong.
You and your preconceived notions.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's changed. Well, it's still mostly men.
Yeah.
But that's changing slowly.
Relative.
I know. It's guitars.
So let us know what you think in the comments. Are you excited? Do you not care? Of course you care, because Gibsons are cool. Hit like and subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. We'll talk to you next time.